Hi folks, it's me Tiffany, aka It's Me Lady G. It's been a minute since I've been on here, but I wanted to come on real quick and talk about advanced maternal age, pregnancy obviously, and also what stress can do to your body and to your fertility and all sorts of things. So if you follow me on Instagram or on some other platform, you may know by now that I am actually pregnant. I am about to be 16 weeks as of this recording, and I am 36 years old. The whole story about me and pregnancy and everything, and to talk about stress and everything, I'm just moving into my new house. So it's been quite, a crazy time now. But if you haven't followed my whole story, and I'll put another link in the description box with another video that I had earlier before about periods and everything else and the absence of a period and what my whole story is. Basically, the long story short is that I didn't have my period for almost 2 years or so, at least not consistently. There were months when it just didn't come at all, and pretty much the doctor really couldn't do anything for me. At first they were suggesting going back on the pill. I had been on the pill previously, like before that, and it was just, I hated the pill because I had been on it for the better part of my life, adult life, and it just does so many crazy things to your body. So I had decided to get off of it, and I refused to get back on it. There were a bunch of different things that I've done. I've kind of shared them on here. Again, you can see it in the description box below in a video that I did previously on 5 ways to get your 5 rather natural things that you can do to help get your period back. I spoke about it there. It's that time of me being able to regulate my period to where it was coming like clockwork. Within about a year or so of that time, this is what happened. Okay, you can't see my bump right here, but I'll put a picture. But I wanted to come on real quick and talk about the things that I think that were preventing me from getting pregnant from before, because it wasn't like we were not trying, like we weren't preventing it, if that makes sense, but it just wasn't happening. And then I wasn't getting my period, which doesn't make it easy because you need your period in order to know when you ovulate and all sorts of things. So it just didn't happen. We were like, not preventing it for almost 2 years or so, and then it just wasn't happening. But we didn't go through that whole thing like, oh, let's go to the doctor and find out what's going on, because we were just kind of like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If it's not, it's not. At time, I went on a bunch of different herbal, a whole herbal journey. I'm actually on the way and finishing my certification to be a holistic health coach right now. By the time this baby is out, I'll actually be certified as well. But I did all that on my own, and I was able to get my period regulated, and this happened. But I really do think that the top couple of things that were preventing me from it happening before, and some of it has to do with the fact that people think that once you get to the age of 35 or so that you do get in that advanced maternal age group where it becomes, they say, harder for you to get pregnant. It's true. I think that I really started getting all in my head about all of that, about what is it that I'm gonna do if I am gonna have another child, because I already have one. With me being hitting 35, I was real like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Is this really gonna happen? If it's not, then I guess it's not. I think that was really leading to a lot of stress. Of course, there are people that really, truly are having issues with once they hit that whole advanced maternal age category. I think that women really get in their head about it as like, oh my God, it's the end of the world if I hit 35 and I haven't had a kid yet. I think that really leads me to the next thing of stress. I think women stress ourselves. We stress ourselves out way too much about all sorts of shit, okay? My blog, I really go in on it about different ways to help yourself with stress. Before getting pregnant, I was a huge advocate of adaptogens. They help your body adapt to stress. They are completely natural. I speak about it. I can put that in the description box below, that whole blog post I put about that. But they really help with adapting, basically helping your body adapt to a lot of different stressful situations that may come up. Like if you take some in the morning, then it really just like takes the edge off the day, and it's completely natural. I think that some people really do need to look into it. They are starting to put them in different drinks and things. Like I've seen different protein shakes and other things, store-made, ready-made, ready-to-drink drinks that you find in the health food store. They start to put in like ashwagandha and rhodiola and other things like that. I think those really help with stress. I really do think that they are beneficial for women. Maca is another adaptogen, but it's different. I've used that as well, and I spoke about that in a different video, which again will be in the description box. Maca helps regulate your hormones, and it really helps with women. I've used them a lot before. Really, I think that it was one of the big steps or keys into helping me get my period back on track. I really do think that people need to learn how to manage their stress in different ways. And again, I spoke about meditation and all sorts of other things, but I think that is huge. And I think me learning how to regulate my stress, which even right now it is, my stress levels are like this, but I know I can feel it coming on and help to prevent them from getting to a crazy levels. Learning how to do that, I think that really did help with this situation. The other thing that we both did do, we started to eat and be really conscious of what we were putting in our body. So we were really eating healthfully. It's a good 6 months or so in there that I was vegetarian, vegan. Right now, my stuff, I'm mostly vegetarian with this pregnancy, mostly. But sometimes if I'm gonna crave certain things, I'm gonna nibble here and there. But when I finish being pregnant, I plan to go back to being a little bit more on track with that whole thing. We were eating really clean. For a while I quit coffee, and then when I did start drinking coffee again, it was very small amounts. I actually got really heavy into matcha. That's a whole other video as to why I'm not drinking matcha so much now, because it does have some effects on different nutrients when you're pregnant. That's a whole other video. But I started drinking matcha more, which helps with your antioxidants, and it has all sorts of other nutrients in it. Both of us started doing that. We started juicing and all sorts of things. So the whole point is that it's possible that you can, you know, get a hold of your own health. I'm not guaranteeing that you're gonna do these things as far as eating better and looking into your stress and using herbal things to help to lower your stress levels and, you know, all those other things. Is that gonna make you pregnant tomorrow? No, it probably won't. It did take time for me to be able to get a hold of my health, but I know how my body works a lot more now. Okay, I also stopped, as you see, I don't really use makeup that much, and the products that I do use are very clean ingredients, because they put a lot of shit in products. They put a lot of stuff which ends up being hormone disruptors. So you want to look into that. Just keep in mind of these things, okay? I think that me switching and being a lot more conscious of what I was putting in and on my body and the stress around me, I think that is what kind of obviously, other than the obvious thing, you know, what you do to get pregnant in the first place. But that's it right now. I hope that these tips or this message helps somebody. I do think that we do need to get out our own head, and sometimes, I'm not saying that anybody should just stop seeing their doctor, but sometimes the answer is outside of the, you know, doctor's room. Okay? Hope this helps. I will be on here more often as soon as this move gets completed, because it is crazy. But I will see you guys later. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if you don't follow me on Instagram already, you should, at It's Me Lady G. And you can find my blog itsmeladyg.com in the description box below. Okay? Hope this helps. Bye.